Life.
Let's get into this one, y'all. Here we go.
Hi, Beauty. Welcome in.
Hey.
Hi. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I consent to be on a live in all platforms.
All right. What brings you up?
Okay, I'm a little bit nervous, so please, if I talk fast or sound jittery, y'all please bear with me.
Okay.
So I do make content on a regular. I have over 10 streams of income, 8 businesses.
Okay, both.
Thank you. I also have 2 baby fathers. My first child I had at 16, didn't know any better. My second one, we was together for 7 years, and this part kind of shaped me up a little bit. We was together for 7 years. Everything perfect, like all the way up until year 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. Once year 4 comes in, abuse, alcoholism, abuse in front of the kids happen. And I made a video because I had so many people DMing me trying to take me out on dates and stuff. So I kind of am going viral right now because I made a video.
Before she gets to video, so my question would be, so the years prior were great. Y'all had no issues. Then all of a sudden, out the blue, the man started drinking and becoming abusive. What happened? Because that doesn't sound like that, a person who was good for all those years, and then all of a sudden he just started becoming abusive and I don't know her situation, but I would need more context. Like, okay, so what happened? Did something occur in his life? Did he have a breakdown? What was going on? Because a lot of women talk in mystery language. You know what I mean? There's never enough clarity, and there's never enough context. So was there, because when you start asking these questions, this is when you get to the real nitty gritty. Was there something that caused him to start doing that? Or did he just wake up one day and start beating you up and doing crazy stuff? Something probably occurred, and they leave the real meat and potatoes of the situation out, and they just leave it kind of just lingering like that with no context. Now, what really caused that? Was it a spiral? Was it something that happened or occurred? Because typically, if somebody is an abuser or is an alcoholic or whatever, you usually see that in the beginning. They're usually drinking a little bit, may not be as much. You're like, oh, you don't drink that much, or she don't drink that much. Oh, she gets a little aggressive. She punch walls, or she does this, but never hit me, or he does this. But then you already see little traits of it, but you dismiss it thinking, oh, it's not that bad. And then it gets better. And it gets worse. I'm sorry, not better. It gets worse. And then you was like, yeah, I've seen the signs, but I didn't want to believe it. And then it got worse. But if you don't see any traits or characteristics of that whatsoever, and all of a sudden this person started doing this, what transpired? Usually, now I'm not gonna say every case, but usually there's something that happened or changed that caused this person to start drinking or start becoming depressed. You know what I'm saying? There's usually something that leads up to it, but they will never tell us that part. But let's continue.
Mostly directing the video to men that keep trying to talk to me via social media. Like, I can't even take you serious. Like, you're DMing me trying to take me out. Like, I can't even take you serious for real. But so basically in the video, I was basically saying, in order to date me, you have to pay for the babysitter, because for one, I'm not trying to date me. The man is trying to date me. Mm-hmm. So if you know that I have kids, and I have 3 toddlers, a 5, 4, and one, the youngest just turned 2. I'm not gonna pay for the babysitter. So a lot of people gave me backlash saying like, oh, your baby daddy why would my baby daddy pay for a babysitter for you to take me out to a date? It sounds like you have no money.
Listen, I don't know why this don't make sense to a lot of you guys, but let me explain something for me. And I can only speak for me as an individual woman. I'm a mom of 3 toddlers. 1, 2, 3. I also have a 17-year-old that's in college. I don't got time to talk to y'all. I understand, like, traditionally, y'all think every woman just wants to get married or wants to get on or whatever the case may be, but I want to get rich. I am not rich at this moment.
I am progressing to be rich. If you want my attention or access to me, you have to lighten the load that I am responsible for. I'm responsible for 4 humans, not including myself. So if you're not ready for that type of commitment or responsibility, please just don't waste my time, because you're not gonna, you can't me. But 9 times out of 10, I don't want to, because I am thinking about money. I'm thinking about getting money to invest into trading, invest in stocks, invest in properties, invest in businesses. Like, I'm the first one of my kind in my family. I'm the first one. So I don't need to be rude. I don't need to come off rude or arrogant or nonchalant, whatever it may be. I am a lover's girl. At this time, I'm financially fully responsible for 3 toddlers, financially. I think y'all are a little bit slow, or just plain out stupid, or just trolling, because who asks anybody to take care of another man? I don't need help. My kids are well taken care of, baby. My kids are well taken care of. They're happy, okay? Nobody said their dad don't take care of them. I said, I'm busy. I don't have time to go on a date with you little niggas that don't want to contribute. I'm too busy making money. I'm too busy running businesses. I'm too busy with my life that I don't care enough to think about spending time with a nigga. You see, why would I invite in my space when I'm paying for this? You're not paying for the video. Oh my God, so many people. Oh my God, you have 4 kids. You don't have any value. You're used up and this and this and that. I'm used up because I denied you access before you even tried. Sounds like there's a bunch of men that are mad because I already told them that they don't qualify before they could even apply. I'm not gonna choose any man to lay down with or have kids with. So for those that are asking, like, why didn't either one of my baby daddies marry me? The first one, I was 16. We clearly are not going to be in alignment 16 years later.
But you was in alignment to have sex. Oh my God. You didn't think about commitment at 16, but you're screwing. The last I checked, screwing is for grown people. So that's what I'm saying. You don't have the mental capacity to understand that if I screw, I need to be married and we need to be in a committed, we need to make this work because we might have a child. But screwing is okay at 16, but not commitment to a man at that age? What shows you shouldn't have been screwing at 16, period. Because what happened is you brought a child here that neither one of you were ready to take care of. Jamil says, call the baby father so we can get the true story, child. Oh my God. Let's continue.
Like, I was young, dumb, and stupid at the time. I was in love with at 16. So, of course, I had a baby. The next person I had 3 kids with, back to back. He knew what he was doing because, like I said, the alcoholism, the domestic violence didn't happen until year going on 4. So I've already had 2 kids at that point, right? He proposed to me 2 times, but me, I know that I'm not going to say yes because there's things that you haven't dealt with. You have a lot of demons that...
But you had 3 kids with him. Like, even, okay, you won't marry him, but you'll have children with him. And that's a lifetime thing. So many women mess themselves up like this. They act like they have no accountability, no, like somebody, you have no control. You can't make any decisions for yourself. Everything that happens is contingent upon the man and never you. Like, this is what I think young women going forward need to learn, you know? Hey, think for yourself, move in a way that benefits you, not just doing something just to do it, you know? And then complain about the outcomes. Let's continue.
So you want people to know, like that video went viral, but what is it that you want people to know so they're clear about who you are and things? What do you want them to know?
Well, I am the table. So no man can ask me what I bring to the table because I am the table. Regardless if I have 3 kids, 10 kids, 20 kids, like, I'm still me outside of being a mom. So a man who's a high value man, 9 times out of 10, their kids are grown anyway. Like, they don't care about how many kids you have. Now, I'm not speaking for every single body, but there's people out there that don't care because I've experienced those men. Like, they don't care. They would marry me if I gave them the availability to marry me. And also, I want to make a point. Not every woman, their end all be all is to be married. My end all be all is peace and happiness. So when I'm getting that, I'm cool. Like, I don't
want marriage. Marriage is not important for you.
I'm not gonna be like, it's the end of the world if I get married. Okay. Basically. Like, if I don't get married, I'm still gonna be happy. If I do get married, I'm still gonna be happy. But
what I think she's missing, and I think a lot of women miss, is it's not just for you. You know, the whole purpose of marriage is to have stability for a family. It's not just about you and your happiness. Children, we already know that children thrive better under 2-parent households, or if the household is just by single fathers. it's not just about us. You got to think about the future of your kids, how this is going to affect them. This is why you're supposed to vet people properly before you have children with them. You're supposed to vet each other to see if you're compatible, not just sexually, but in every other way, for long-term success of a couple that's together under the same roof, so that you can create a stable environment for your children. A lot of women get caught up in themselves, me. No, it's not about your happiness completely. It's about what's best for your children, the children you bring. That's why it's meant to marry before you carry, with the idea of that you have a stable connection with a person who actually have the same values and the same things in common, so that when you create children, y'all on the same page to benefit those children. And I think a lot of people don't realize the instability that you create for these children when you create these broken homes. And it's not just about, oh, I can get to the bag and I can be rich. And I and many others see a lot of rich families that have broken homes and the children are broken. There are a lot of rich individuals with children who are suicidal, with children who don't know themselves or are struggling in many different areas mentally. And you wonder why. The money didn't fix it. Money didn't create a better situation for these kids. A lot of these kids are raised in broken homes where they don't have the correct nurturing and the correct raising. So it creates an instability in a lot of these kids. Is this every child? No, but in a lot of them it is. So the whole point of marriage is to have stability for your kids, so that you can raise your kids in stable environments. There are people who get married and the marriages don't work, right? But what they do is they make a conscious effort to stay together, to keep those kids mentally intact. And a lot of times people, when the kids grow up and fully grown, the couple usually split up sometimes, because at least now the kids have had a nurtured home. You know, some people say that that's toxic, or, you know, you just putting on a front. But I mean, some people think that it's necessary to make sure that the kids are good. I remember growing up with a young guy that I grew up with. We were the same age. He was okay in school and all that. And then when his father left the house, when him and his father and his mother broke up, he started doing bad in school. His grades started failing. It was a real thing, real life shit. And because he was not used to his father not being in the household. Him and his father still had a great relationship. And I think his mother did too, but it messed with him in a certain way. So I just think, you know, when you're doing things, you got to think about more than just yourself, because it's not just about you. It's really not. When you decide to bring kids into the world, it's not about you at all. It becomes about those damn children. I don't care what nobody say. Let's continue.
I have potential people that have interest in marrying me.
Okay, so why not follow through with that? If there's men who want to marry you, why not take them up on their offer?
Well, this is 2026. I became single May of last year.
Okay.
I'm not ready to get married. No. I was in a 7-year relationship and we had kids. So I can date, yes. And I tell men my intentions. I'm not dating right now with the intention of marriage. I'm dating just to pass by time. Honestly, like, I don't have random sex with people. Sex. If I choose to have sex with somebody, that's two people having consensual agreement. Right. So there's nobody's business. But at the end of the day, I'm not the kind of woman that's gonna lay down with anybody. Just like the person that I had kids with, he's a provider. He took care of me the whole 7 years. But also me not being bruised up, right? This mark on my neck is permanent. So can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a permanent mark. That's a war wound. Like, my friend, after the situation happened, she thought that the person used a rope, and that was with the person's bare hands. And at the time, I was laying in the bed and he jumped on me. We was just having a conversation. Maybe I hit a nerve, and the alcohol along with it, he just jumped on me, and I had to use my feet to strengthen my legs. Good thing I've been working out and been in the gym. And that's why I look crazy too. I just got done working out, so it's a little workout outfit. But yeah, so that was a toxic environment. Like, I'm not going to settle and spend the rest of my life with somebody just because we got 3 kids together.
That's fair. And it sounds like it was toxic. Like, that's a toxic relationship. And it just sounds like you honestly need time. That's what it feels like. You've been through a lot. A lot has gone on. Like, things need to just simmer, cool down. You need to just focus on you and your children. That's what I'm feeling right now.
And that's what I'm doing. And a lot of people, like I said, I have a lot of that. So a lot of people know like my history and stuff like that. So it's more so the people that don't know me like that don't follow, that ain't been keeping up, that got an opinion on something. And I didn't really have a question. I just was like, I had sent you a message, and I've been on your live before. Like, me and him, we had a great relationship at one point. Like, we opened businesses together. Like,
Wait, you came up here before?
Yes, I had long hair.
You did? Oh my! Well, you were in your kitchen. You said y'all just had a baby. Are you from Atlanta?
Yes, and we was looking.
And y'all had an open relationship.
I like men and women.
Oh my God! It just dawned on me.
You're here for the dating show, and you said you're looking to add a girl to your relationship.
I like men and women. I've been with my husband for 4 years.
4 years is still so soon. Should still be in the honeymoon phase.
I've already been interested in women before the relationship, and I brought up a poly relationship to my husband. But at first, he didn't really understand what it was. We're both 32, Atlanta, Georgia, Metro Atlanta. He's a Leo, and I'm a Virgo.
And what do you guys do for a living?
We have multiple businesses. I do life insurance, business credit, taxes, and then he has a car dealership and is in real estate.
How many kids do you guys have?
We have 4 total.
How old is your youngest child?
3 months.
That baby is brand new to the world, and y'all already ready to be hot?
I mean, it's no rush, but it's kind of hard to find like another high value woman.
What's your definition of a high value woman?
Somebody who have morals and respect about themselves, loyalty and being clean, not sleeping around with everybody.
How old does she have to be?
25 and up.
Give me 3 deal breakers.
Promiscuous, liar, dirty.
But would she have to pay bills?
I don't pay no bills, so I would expect her to be treated how I get treated. If you look at my page, you can see that I'm well kept. My money is my money, and his money is my money.
Can you put your husband on the camera? The ladies want to see him.
To do that.
Oh, okay. Girl. And you showed us the picture. Yeah, I remember. Oh my.
Baby, okay. I mean, yeah, I don't think too many men are looking to be with her. I'm just saying, based off of what I'm seeing. Let's continue.
Oh my gosh.
So,
it's been 2 years.
No, it's been longer than that. Because at that time,
since you came up here, it's been over 2 years.
It's been over 2 years. Because my son that I just had at that time, he's about to be 4 in April.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago. I remember. Okay, but things were perfect when you came up here. Y'all were.
That's
like
what I said. After maybe about a year later, I had ended up pregnant with our last kid together. And I don't know, he had a lot of people that passed away in his family. So and when I say they was close people, like 2 young cousins passed away in Miami in a car accident. And I know it affected him. And then it was his granddad, and then it was his dad's great auntie, which, you know, these people, they Haitian, so they like have a lot of family history together. Like, they do a lot of family stuff together. So I don't know at what point what caused him to be like that, but that actually caused us to not be together anymore. The drinking, the abuse, and
sounds like he's going through his own stuff. But you can't have that around you and your children.
No, we can't love him. We love him from a distance. He still does his part as a father financially. He picks up the kids, bring them back. So the police has been involved, and there's very structured way that we have to move and do things. So there's no reason, for nobody to worry or anything like that. Like, I've got everything under control. But it was just more so, I think people took the video out of context. And then also, maybe I also directed the video in the wrong kind of context too, maybe because of the kind of environment and me being annoyed by people sending all these messages to me trying to holler at me. And I'm just like, and then they cuss me out when I leave them on red, or, I don't know if y'all know, like, Virgos, we real organized people. So like, I don't like when my inbox says, oh, you have 10 unread messages. I'm somebody that'll just click on it just so it's open, if that makes sense.
Excuse me. So she's getting hit up so much, she had to create a PSA to get the man off. I know that's right, Tiffany. Okay.
Well, you look, I said it earlier. There had to be something going on with the man. He didn't just wake up one day and start, doing crazy shit. People have circumstances and things that may occur in their lives that cause them to, react a certain way. That's when you're supposed to have your supportive spouse there to help you and to try to figure out how to get to the bottom of the situation. If he's just not naturally that way, but there's some, circumstances that occurred, and from what she said, it sounds like that's what it was. He needed nurture, he needed love and support at that time. Now, I'm not gonna speak too much on that because I've never been in that situation. I've never dealt with anybody on drugs or alcohol or things of that. But people lose family members, people lose certain things, people are in tragic accidents and they can't walk and they may become bitter or mean and things like that. But if you're the person that's there for them, you're supposed to support them through the good and the bad, the ups and the downs. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying that anybody should stay in an abusive relationship, but if you hadn't been abused the whole time and none of that was happening, he was just not an abusive person out the gate. And then he started drinking and that turns into that. Yeah, that's bad, but why not help him get some help or whatever and get him back to his original self? People lose their way sometimes. It takes a real strong woman who loves her person to really be there to help a person in their time of need. Now, like I said, I ain't gonna speak too much on it because I don't know the full story of her situation, and I'll give grace to that. But you know what I'm saying? I kind of figured, I said it earlier. It wasn't who just woke up one day and started drinking and acting a fool. It was some situations that actually occurred.
DeeDeesReactions. Tell a friend, it's DeeDeesReactions.